Solvitur Ambulando, The Adventures of Steve and Dixie by Stephen Breakstone. Copyright 2024. Snippets from my journal. Between June 1986 through September 1988, I walked over 3,000 American miles. Dixie, my incredible German Shepherd, walked with me every step of the way. At 23 years old, after graduating Hofstra University in May of 1985, I decided to walk across America with a dog I just adopted from the Louisiana Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, the LSPCA. I adopted Dixie towards the end of my 6 months of living and working in the French Quarter of New Orleans. Now, some might think, ooh, this guy's an adventurer. Good for him. I wish I did something like that. How fun. How exciting. Of course, others might wonder, well, this guy has issues. What's his problem? Or one might react like an ex-high school girlfriend who said to me via a long-distance Kansas to New York phone call, old-fashioned landline, 6 months into my adventure, "What are you doing, Steve? Get a life." Well, soon after that American adventure ended in September of 1988, I began transcribing my journals on a state-of-the-art Canon Cat word processor. The following is my, mostly, first draft transcription of my physical, intellectual, spiritual, and emotional journey based on my original written and micro-cassette recorded journals and fresh memories. Prologue. Solvitur ambulando, a Latin phrase attributed to St. Augustine meaning, "it is solved by walking." Long before I knew the phrase or considered the concept of Solvitur ambulando, I was aware that I needed something resolved in my young life as I entered adulthood. However, I focused more on the adventures of, well, first college life, and then traveling around America. I wasn't focused on resolving anything. I just wanted to have meaningful fun, an experience to lead me to a meaningful adult life. I wanted to live a well-earned, pleasurable, and fulfilling life, utilizing wise and honored philosophies from Socrates to Shakespeare to Thoreau and John Muir to Mark Twain, Bernard Shaw, and also Ayn Rand, Richard Bach, Gene Roddenberry, and so many more. Martin Luther King, it goes on. I was aware of what I didn't want to do, however. Raised in a middle-class New York City, Rockland County suburb family as a second-generation Jewish American boy, I consciously chose not to follow what appeared to be an unsatisfying and not highly recommended road most traveled life that too many American adults, in my purview, experienced. What I had to resolve was the uncertainty of what road to follow. I didn't think of it as something that needed resolving, but in fact, it did need resolving. Well, or at least I needed insight. Thus, Solvitur ambulando. The adventure of Steve started long before I met Dixie, but we'll pick up this story, actually my journal of my story, or actually a shorter filtered version or snippets from my journal in late May of 1986, when Dixie came into my life. And I'll end this introduction here, and we'll begin sharing Dixie's and my adventure on the next recording, episode 2. Peace.